Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Well, today we're going to take a special look at Airfix model's new 48 scale Supermarine Walrus. Now, many of you guys have been familiar with Airfix. In fact, when I was a little kid, Airfix was something that we could buy all the time. It came in a little plastic bag with a cardboard header on it. You could find them in all kinds of supermarkets, novelty stores, things like that. Just very easy to find. Now, back in 2006, though, Hornby International took over Airfix and completely changed the way Airfix is done. In fact, you still can find some of their old kits reboxed from now and then, but a lot of these new kits are complete, brand new, state-of-the-art production. So I was looking through this one. This one's absolutely beautiful inside. Our friends over at Squadron.com were kind enough to get us out an early sample copy of this one right here. And in fact, I will leave a little thing down on the bottom down here. Squadron is offering free shipping on these kits while they have them in stock. And you just have to punch in the code on the bottom down there and they'll get one out to you. So it's been very exciting to see some of the new Airfix kits that are coming out. They're making very, very good state-of-the-art stuff like I was saying earlier, and I'm going to really break into this one a lot more. We're going to show you all the individual sprues. We won't get a chance to build this one right now because there's so many other projects that we have ahead of us, but down the road I probably will build some more Airfix, especially since we're doing more and more airplanes on the channel. So let's take a look inside. So let's take a closer look at the new 48 scale Walrus from Airfix. The Walrus was originally produced in the 1930s by Supermarine, and it originally had the name Seagull 5 on it. They produced 740 aircraft. It was lightly armored, just with a couple of 7.7 millimeter machine guns, and it was primarily used as reconnaissance or for sea rescue, as they show it on the box art right here. What we'll do now is we'll open up here and kind of just give you a once-over of the different sprues that are in it. Now, as you can see, this is not just a real simple Airfix basic kit. There is 5 big sprues plus the clear parts. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to take individual pictures of all the sprues after we're done talking here. That way, if you want to stop the film anywhere and you want to take a closer look, you'll be able to do that. But what I thought I would do right now is show you some more in-depth looks at some of the scribing that they have, the rivets, and just show you some of the detail that Airfix is putting into their new kits. Now, obviously, this is the main frame of the ship, and the rivet detail is really, really nice and crisp on it. And you got the nice little parts of the wing here that are molded very well. The wings themselves, too, showing like the fabric over it, look really nice as well. Even things like these little caps right here have a three-dimensional feel to them that you don't always see on a lot of model kits. And then show you some of the other pieces here, some of the wheels, the struts. These, I believe, are the little machine guns that are on it. And then over to the engine detail, and as you can see, Airfix has given you a decent amount of engine detail that if you really want to go and wire it up and get some nice look out of it. And finally, we have the bottom portion of all the wing, excuse me. Once again, too, nice rivet detail on things and the nice canvas effect on all of the other pieces. And as we take a closer look at the clear parts, you can see the areas that need to be painted. They've kind of fogged over a little bit there, making it clear what part you need to paint and what part you don't. And even right to this point right here, it looks like this window is in the open position. Yep, make sure it wasn't broke or anything. Yep, that is a open window on that. So that's kind of a cool little feature on it. And finally, we have our decal sheet. And big rondelles, and look like to be really thin decals too. They don't look very, very thick. So haven't had a chance to use any of these. But from the other people that I've talked to that have started making some of the Airfix said they actually work really well. Now, looking over the instructions, like I said, this is probably not a super beginner kit just because of the mere fact that there is a lot of steps to it. In fact, reading through the instructions, there's over 90 steps involved in quite a few parts. So, and then there's rigging afterwards. So very similar to what you'd probably find on a wingnut wings kit with the amount of rigging that goes into something like that to do it properly. And I was also really pleased to find out that this kit will actually, you can fold the wings back on it as well, just like the real airplane. So as you can see the rigging here, quite a bit of it on there, but I think it would really build up into a very nice looking kit. Now they also have a couple of color sheets inside of here, and there's 4 different markings available for this aircraft in the box. And you can see the 2 of them right there, plus the other 2 that are on this page. Plus, on the very back of this, we have a really in-depth rigging diagram, which is going to be very helpful, because as you can see, there is quite a bit of rigging that goes on the inside of this. And it would probably work out pretty good to use that, that easy line stuff that's real flexible, like I did on the back of the 109. And that way that if you do knock any of it, it flexes and it won't pop off on it. But you can see that'll be quite a bit of work, but I think it would look really good once it's done up. What I also thought I would do too is take a few seconds and show you what the new 72nd scale Airfix kits look like. Now they are going to be greatly simplified from that 48 scale one that I just showed you, but still has quite a bit of good detail on it. As you can see on the wings here, it's all recessed panel lines, nicely engraved rivets, as well as on all the engine cowls, or nacelles I should say. There is a little figure inside there. Here's the top of the wings. And then of course the fuselage itself. Now, so as you can see, there's 3 sprues that make up the entire kit, everything except for the canopy inside, which are just 3 little clear glass pieces on that. Something very simple to put together. There is a nice sheet of decals inside as well. Let me hold them right side up for you guys. So you can see there's multiple markings inside, and they give you some nice color plates to show you the painting schemes, how you could go about painting it. They have this one as well as this other markings inside. And then of course some nice detailed instructions. So if you haven't seen the new Airfix, I would highly recommend that you take a look at some of them. And it's kind of hard to tell by the boxes now which are the new and which are the old if you don't know too much about it. So if you go into the hobby shop that you're visiting, ask them and they more than likely will let you. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the new 48 scale Walrus from Airfix, as well as a quick little peek at the fairly new, it's been out for about 2 months now, 72nd scale ME262. To give you guys an idea of price-wise, the Airfix Walrus is going to retail for about $50 in the United States. The 72nd scale 262 retails for about $18 in the United States. So some pretty decent values for some really nice looking kits. Now, I know I'm going to get a few comments on the thing that, oh, I already know about this and I don't like those kind of videos and that kind of stuff. And you got to remember, there's a lot of casual modelers out there in the world that don't know all the stuff that some of us that are, do it all the time, but are really interested in doing modeling. So these little videos, I hope, are helpful for those kind of guys. We don't want to get them involved in something that is going to be way over their head or too so basic that they just get turned off to modeling. As you know, I love this hobby. I think it's a great hobby, and as many people as we can turn on to this hobby and keeping this hobby alive and thriving works out the best for all of us. Because if the companies keep making stuff and selling stuff, they're going to keep even making more stuff and better stuff all down the line. So, hey, let's be kind to each other out there and just really enjoy this hobby. I've had a blast. I know we're coming to the end of this year already, and I can't believe how quickly 2017 has come to an end. I've got some really, really cool projects coming up too. I've just been notified by Academy that we will be getting some early sample copies of the new Panzer IV-J that they'll be releasing in 35th scale. We'll also be starting up on the Ming 35th scale Panther kit, Panther A I believe it is. That should be coming out very soon, or I should have a copy of it very soon to start that up. As well as whenever TACOM and Trumpeter get out their Panthers, we'll be doing those as well. So very exciting stuff out. Plus there's also maybe a little thing from Tamiya here and there that might be popping up that we'll let you see when we finally get them in. So all kinds of cool stuff. It's been a great 2017. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. I really appreciate it, especially to all our subscribers too. We are about to hit 70,000 subscribers, which I think is just phenomenal for our channel. We've only been doing this just over 2 years now, and it's just really taken off, and I really, truly appreciate it from you guys. So, like I said, thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned because we have many more videos coming.